Today we're making pumpkin chocolate bars. Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. So I am a chocolate bar aficionado. I make them, I buy them, and I eat them every single week. And I was honestly surprised that nobody makes an organic pumpkin chocolate bar, not even during the fall season. So of course I had to make my own. So today I'm going to show you how to make these super easy 3-ingredient pumpkin chocolate bars. So all we need are 3 simple ingredients to make these homemade pumpkin chocolate bars. So first you guys are going to need some chocolate molds, and I'm using about 4 molds today. I'm going to link these ones in the description for you guys. And I like to place them on a baking sheet because it just makes it super easy, because the molds are super flimsy because they're silicone, which makes it really easy to get out, but it's not great for transporting them when the chocolate is melted. So that's why I like to put them on a baking sheet. And then we're going to need some dark chocolate. And I always love using the mini organic dark chocolate chips that I talk about all the time. These are perfect for melting because they're already mini, so you don't have to chop them, and they have no stabilizers. And then we're going to need some pumpkin seeds. I like to use the salted ones, but if you guys want to use raw, that's totally fine. The Go Raw brand is my favorite, but you guys can use your favorite too. And then we're going to need some flaky sea salt, of course. And if you guys don't want this, you can feel free to leave that off. So we're going to set aside our chocolate bar molds for right now. So then we're just going to grab a heat-proof bowl. I like to use glass, and then we're going to weigh our chocolate, and we're going to need 12 ounces. So now that our chocolate is in our heat-proof bowl, we're just going to melt this. And now you guys can melt this doing 30-second intervals using the microwave and stirring between each one. That's going to make sure that your chocolate doesn't burn, and that's the easiest way to do it. But if you guys want to melt this using a double boiler, you can also do that too. And if you want to temper the chocolate, then you can also do that as well. So tempering it is not necessary, and honestly, I never temper the chocolate unless I'm going to gift these to somebody or bring them to a party. If I'm just making them for myself, I always skip that step because it just takes a little bit longer. Tempering the chocolate is just going to ensure that you have a nice sheen and a good snap, and it'll ensure that the chocolate won't sweat. But if I'm making them for myself, I honestly just store these in the fridge, so I don't even worry about that. So it's totally up to you. You guys can do it either way. And if you're going to temper the chocolate, you're going to remove about 20% of the chocolate from this bowl and add it into a small dish. Then you're going to melt the chocolate in the big bowl using a double boiler. Stir with a chocolate thermometer until it reaches about 115 degrees and then remove it from the heat. Then you're going to add in the remaining chocolate and stir to combine completely. Let it come down to 91 degrees and then it should be ready to go. So once the chocolate is all melted, then we're just going to add in our pumpkin seeds. And then we're going to stir to combine them completely. So a little trick for you guys before we add this chocolate to the molds. So if you want there to be pumpkin seeds or flaky sea salt on the top of the chocolate bar, then you want to add some of that into the molds before we pour the chocolate in. Because right now, all the pumpkin seeds are stirred into the chocolate, so you won't really see them that much on top of the chocolate bars. And there's plenty of pumpkin seeds in there, so you guys don't have to do this. This part is totally optional. And I like to do a little bit of flaky sea salt too. Now we're just going to add the chocolate into the molds and spread it out evenly. And then I like to finish them off with a little sprinkle of flaky sea salt. And you guys can bang the tray a little bit to help smooth out the chocolate. Now we're just going to pop this tray in the freezer and let the chocolate set for a few hours. So once our chocolate is set, now it's just time to remove the chocolate bars from the molds. And it's so easy because these silicone molds just release them so well. And now we have the best pumpkin chocolate bars with flaky sea salt. you're coming for cookies. My pug knows that I'm about to eat a chocolate bar, so he's coming in because he wants a cookie. You're waiting for your cookies? What a good boy. Look at that pretty sit. Mom eats treats, I eat treats. That's the rules. That's the rules, huh? If you guys temper the chocolate, you guys can store your chocolate bars wrapped in foil in the pantry. If you didn't temper the chocolate, just be sure to store them in the fridge. You guys can also freeze these and they'll last even longer. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment below. And if you want more homemade candy recipes just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen. These are so good, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love these. I make these all the time. That little crunch from the pumpkin seeds, the flaky sea salt, the dark chocolate, you cannot go wrong with this recipe. And of course, everybody's getting their treats. Yes. There you go.